Bobby Dirkens here. Thanks so much for joining me for my preview prediction of the Sugar Bowl. Yes, it's our good friends down in Athens, Georgia Bulldogs, versus our Branch Davidians of Waco, the Baylor Bears. For this prediction, I'm going to sing one I've sung in the past for you Georgia fans. Goes something a little bit like this. Georgia, Georgia, you've pissed away talent again. Hey, there you go. I know you're mad at me. You hate me. You hate my guts. What about our recruiting season, Bobby? Bobby, what about our recruiting season? We recruited so good. I want you to think about how really horrible y'all would be if you didn't recruit really good. Lord, I tell you right now, y'all might not see 4 wins. So y'all have to get all that talent just to, well. And I want to say this too. I read somewhere where some of the Georgia fans and Bulldogs, players and stuff was like, we're back in the Sugar Bowl again. That is the marks of a team who thinks they're better than what they really are. Okay? Just going to go ahead and tell you that. That is the markings and the telltale of a team who believes that they're up here. You can't even see it in this camera, when they're actually about right in here. So let's talk about this game. First and foremost, Georgia did not have a bad season. It was not the season that everybody wanted them to have. They already started off the season knowing that they were not going to have their number one receiver, Jeremiah Holloman. He was gone. Also had to start off the season knowing that basically freshmen would be their leaders at wide receiver. Questions about Fromm. Could they run the ball? You knew they could run the ball. At times there was play calling that made you go, huh? I hate to bring this up, though. I really don't. You lost South Carolina at your house. That should never happen. Never. I mean, you can bring up North Carolina and Clemson. Guess what? Still won. Played horrible. Still won. You didn't. That is the tale of your season. The telltale of your season. And now you got players who's sitting out for one reason or another. Some people who's probably really injured. People who are injured who does not want to play this game. All right? That's it. People getting arrested. You know the things that I always say to a team, no matter who they are, when they're in a long period of, kind of like in between the end of the season and the bowl games. Don't get arrested. No matter your feelings on pot, unless you're in a state that it's illegal and your team will let you do it and let you play. Don't be smoking weed. Don't improperly touch a goat. If you have one of those weird mustaches, don't drive by a middle school. Stuff like that. It keeps you covered. You're fine. But Georgia just keeps finding ways to do it. Then we go to Baylor. Baylor, it's good you've done what you've done, but you're definitely way better than 2 years ago when you only won one game. One game. Okay, I get it. Matt Rule, he's now the big name for NFL teams. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, we've seen a lot of good college coaches go into the NFL not do so good. Then we've seen some that did really good. Jimmy Johnson done his thing, went on to NFL, did really good things. Barry Switzer did get one Super Bowl. We've seen stuff like that, just a couple others. We've also seen a lot of guys like Nick Saban went to the NFL, and this is what little Nick forgot. That in the NFL, players are not scared of their head coaches for one reason only. They make way more money than their head coach, so they know that the team would rather fire the head coach than get rid of them because they would owe them so much money, right? Right, that's how it works. So Matt Rule has that distraction going on. He hasn't really said no to anything. So if I'm one of his players, I'm sitting there going, are you coming back? I mean, you want me to commit to you next year, but are you coming back? Really don't know. Only good thing that I can say about Baylor is that Baylor does have Charlie Brewer back. That's a good thing, good thing. Hey, real quick, I want to stop right here. I started going through all of this, got on my rant and stuff. Camel Shark, good old Florida fan, says UGA, all those stars and no trophy to shine on. That is absolutely hilarious, Camel Shark. And I know y'all huge rivals, but you got to remember, Clemson and Athens are actually closer to each other than Athens and Gainesville, Florida. You should hear the smack they talk to us. And we got 2 out of the past 3 national championships and working on a 3rd one. So I appreciate the $2 super chat. I really do. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I really do. I will put that away for my drink beer when the doctor clears me thing. I appreciate it. So what do I think is going to happen in this Sugar Bowl? Well, you know, you look at a team like Georgia, and every now and again they'll come out and they'll surprise you. But missing this amount of players is not only is it eyebrow raising, not only does it tell you what's going on inside the locker room, not only does it tell you that they're not scared of Kirby Smart. They could care less what he thinks. Him or the visor. What it tells me is that Georgia has some major issues. Like major issues. Like stuff that makes you go, I thought when we got this new coach that things were going to change. Because you remember Rick had a problem with people getting arrested left and right and having to kick them off the team. And, you know, somebody would go drill a hole in the women's bathroom and be staring in. I don't know if that happened. I'm just saying that. But you get what I'm saying. Nothing's different with this guy other than he's won more games. He got you to the playoffs, got you to the national championship game. You lost it. Okay? All right? That's it. That's it. There is not too much difference between him and Rick in a lot of ways. You just lost Justin Fields because y'all wouldn't start him. Okay? I'm just telling you, Justin Fields was your man and y'all blew it. I'm just telling you that is what it is. The thing with Baylor is I have to turn around and look at Baylor and go, well, hold on. You blew a 25-point lead or something like that against Oklahoma in the regular season. Bobby, that's in the regular season. Turned around, played them again, lost. You lost again in the Big 12 championship. And you got this thing going on with roll. I'm going to be honest with all y'all. I try to be as forward as I possibly can and tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth. I really don't know. I look at Georgia and believe that Georgia, it's just the thing of, they have so many players sitting out. And you got to remember all those guys are friends. Well, most of them are friends. And one guy's sitting here going, I'm going to play. The other one says, I'm not going to play. And he's like, man, why aren't you playing? Well, I got my own reasons. Why are you playing? Well, I got my own reasons. It's dividing the locker room. I don't care what speech you give. At that time, you've lost them. It's already done. It's too late for a good speech. You can get up crying and tell everybody you got a disease that's about to kill you. They don't care at that point. But I will say this, it is better to field the majority of your team who has been starting and playing all season than it is to have to look at a team and go, so why is he playing and why is he not playing and why is he playing there because you used to play over here but we have to shuffle him over here because those two guys aren't playing. I'm going to go with Baylor in a close win because I still don't believe that Baylor has all their junk together, but I do believe they have enough of their coaching staff together, whether they'll be there next year or not. And they do have the players enough to where I believe they're going to beat Georgia. It's kind of a toss-up, but to me, to a point, because Georgia will come out and beat their chest and do what they can. Sometimes they do it. But I believe Baylor is going to win this game because, as somebody just said, and I'll give you credit, Chase, Georgia is a dumpster fire mentally. They got a lot of problems in that locker room. They got a lot of problems on that team. It's hard. It doesn't matter who you recruit. If you can't get them to play and you can't get them to work with each other, you could recruit an angel to come play for you. But remember, at the end of the day, Lucifer was an angel as well. I'm Bobby Dirkens. You hit subscribe buttons, turn on notifications. I'm Bobby Dirkens. You keep showing up. I'll keep showing out.